Hello everyone, it's me, a random hobo here, and today and I don't know about you guys about this, but I'm going to be inking my logo. So, let's get started. So, I have a bunch of these markers here, and they show you might not be able to see it very well, but it's like 0.2, 0.8, brush, and these are just the thicknesses, so I'm just going to dump them all out right here because I can and I want to. So hold up. Yeah, all of them are almost out. Get out of there. Okay, so I have a total of about about 9 markers. Okay, well, inking markers I should say. So here is all of them right here. So there. I have those, and I'll be inking. So now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to be doing the little details first, So little details, I'm using my 0.05. And look how tiny that thing is. Look at that. This thing's tiny, but this thing is accurate. So this is going to be for my little details, I'm going to use it for my tree lines over here, which is what I'm going to start doing right now. I'm going to use it for the lines on my sword. Well, not these ones, but maybe right here, maybe this line, and my Triforce. So, also, it doesn't have to be completely perfect with it, because after you're done doing this and after you let it dry, you will be erasing it, so it's all inked up. There's no pencil marks left. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just outlining not very carefully, but I'm just carefully outlining these lines right over here. Okay, these ones that are small, that have smaller details. So this line, and I'm gonna do it on these lines on the rope because I want to. Honestly, I think these lines would be way more difficult to draw with a huge marker. Okay, we've got that done. So, time for the other smaller details. So I'll be using this for drawing right here on my eyes. So right there, I'm going to do a bit thicker on the eyebrows. And then, let's see, anything on Ennard that I want to fit, that I want to do with this? Not really. So, yeah, also guys, thank you guys for the views on the drawing the logo video. It's amazing that 4 people watched it, and I was so amazed. Also, right here, my knife right here that I drew, I'm going to probably do it with my mag. About say about right there. And then these finer details around here. Right here, and my hoodie. And then this here should be a bit bigger. And so I'd say that's about everything that I'm going to do with my Actually, I'm going to draw these rings over here with this one, because they're in the background, and I mean background, they're like way back there. So I'm gonna make this one new, kind of just circle that one around it, because that one's a bit lopsided. I'm fine if they're a little bit lopsided, but not that much. Now, I'm gonna skip my 0.1 and 0.2, and I'm gonna go to my 0.3. This is a bit bigger, not as big, and is what I'm gonna be detailing. That right there. And I said I was going to do my Triforce with the other one, but I didn't. So there, I got that one done. Oh, hold up. Also, after this, after you erase it, you might want to, go do some fine touches, maybe there's, a bit of a space between a line. So, I'm going to use a thick marker, my thick ink, to go around here, to do the track, do the sword. So, I'm going to save about, oh yeah, my 3 can do this here, because this was, wow, I am naming things that I don't even know. I'm going to say that this was an old tree, and it was huge. Anyway, so now with this, also what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline my moon. Also, guys, if you have, any drawing ideas, hey, how about you draw this? I am all up for suggestions. And then there was silence. Anyway, it's just kind of how you hold the marker. Well, I shouldn't say marker, your inking utensil. So mine, I just hold it like I'm using a regular pencil, kind of like that. If you guys want to do it like that, up, I don't really care, because if you draw it from an upward stance, you're just generally going to get a thicker line. So if I was using my thickest, my 0.8, and then did it from up here, it would be way thick. I'm saying, I think you guys know what I mean. Anyway, now I'm going to be drawing this dude's moon's nostrils and nose. Also, I don't give a crap if it's connected or not. So, and there's my moon. So I'm definitely not going to use this for the tree. I'm probably going to use this to draw the teeth. Ooh, yeah, definitely. So I'm going to be using my 0.3 or 0.3, which either way you want to call it, to draw my innard. There's his little boop, the snoot. There's that, and then there's this. And I'd say my logo's looking pretty good so far. And then just draw this here. I already did that. So go down. And I'd say I'm definitely still going to want the same thickness on my wires. Well, at least on these small ones here. Then over here, this comes down here and extends to the jaw to hold it up in place. And then there's the bottom part of the jaw. So guys, I haven't inked in a little while, so this might turn out maybe just slightly of not what I want it to be. So I got that. Actually, I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to outline my Call of Duty gun right over here. Also, guys, I'm not really good at like 3D stuff, so sorry if that's kind of bad. But also, over here, I'm going to do my eyebrows. This is where I'm going to, like, I'd say my 4 is when I'm going to do, well, on my 4, my ear, and anything else? Nope. Actually, let's do my little mushroom. It does not look like a mushroom, though. There's a mushroom there, and then, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my 3, drawing those lines there, and then do my shield there, and while we're at it, let's just get the branches done. So next video, I am probably going to be, I keep on drawing a blank. I'm probably going to be coloring this on the color palette. Actually, on what color scheme I want it to be. And so, there I got all those branches done. Sweet, this is already looking pretty good. I mean, it was looking pretty good before, but now it's looking really good. Now, I'm going to pull out my 4. And then I'm going to draw me dude's body. So, see the different thickness right there? Remember, this line right here is my my 0.05. This is my 0.4. So I'd say that this drawing is pretty good. And there's my tongue. Now, for my hair. Yeah, so I'd say like the most boring part about drawing would be inking it, because you're just re-going over the lines. It's basically like you're just tracing something. And honestly, like, tracing is boring. Like, it's a good way to, like, if you're like good at doing stick figures, but like not everything else. Say tracing is a good way to start, but you don't want to keep on going with it. Because if you make that habit of, oh, I'm going to trace this, and then you get that into your mind, like, that's good if you get it into your mind. But if somebody suggests, hey, draw this, and then it takes you like 2 or 3 weeks to memorize the pattern of lines and all that, because you would have to trace, that's just a bit, I'd say, like, not, if you're uploading once a week, that would take forever just to get back to that one person on what they wanted. So that's why eventually you're going to be like, okay, let's start doing my own stuff. Also, so I got my guy down. Also with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the question mark in the mystery box, or an item box, or whatever you guys want to call it. And then also with this, I'm going to draw, I should say I'm going to ink. I'm going to ink this so it be's good. Also, I'm going to ink my rope right here. So I'm going to do that line right there, and just kind of touch up on that one with this. Oh, popping my neck feels so good. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out my 0.5, and I'd say this one would be the medium of it. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to be doing these lines right here. So also, drawing takes a lot of patience, and you're not immediately going to get it. So, and that's okay, because I know this is going to be like all cliche, but it's true that practice does make perfect. And here's a quote. I don't know who it's from, but I'm going to say it and assume that somebody knows. Don't practice it until you get it right. Practice it until you can't get it wrong. So me, I still make a lot of mistakes on drawing, but I know how to fix them. Like, I've had my cousins show me how, like, other people, if you have like somebody in your family that's artistic, don't be afraid to go up to them and be like, hey, can you show me, like, can you teach me some like tips or tricks on how to make my artwork look better? Now, only on the inside of this Mario coin, I am going to do that with my 5. Also, now here comes the strenuous part. When I mean strenuous, I mean it was horrifically strenuous when I was doing this on the video that got deleted, that I was talking about in my last video. This part right here was humongous. It's because I'm like, nope, I don't want that there. Don't want that there, but now I have all like the grid line pattern done. So with this, And only with my 0.5, I'm going to be doing my grid pattern for the Sonic theme part of this. Okay. Also, guys, I was thinking of drawing something else in. After I get all this done, I might draw a Splatoon squid, because the game looks really fun to me, and I would love to play it. Also, fun fact about Splatoon, it is the only main series game throughout the whole entire Nintendo series, other than Samus, or Metroid as it's actually called, with the girl as a main character. So originally Nintendo was like, oh, let's make it a boy, but then they're like, but wait, what if they wanted a girl? And they had this huge debate, and in the end they said, okay, you know what, let's just make the main character a girl, but let's make sure that the audience can choose their own gender. And it was like, and when I read that, I was like, sweet, I can play as a freaking girl and beat people's butts with paint. Even though it does not matter of how much people you ambush and kill with your weapons, it just, in the end, all it matters is how much ink you have over the whole map. You can be a camper, you can sit in one spot and just sit there, just shooting guys, killing them, keeping away from your spot, and trying to expand little by little. And it's best in Splatoon to play offensive than defensive. Because playing defensive, you just sit there and you do absolutely nothing. Also, ew, there's the hair on this. Get off of there. But then with offensive, you know, you move around, try to take as much land as possible. And you know, you just go around. Like, that's what Splatoon is. It's this huge map game that's meant for you to move around. Now, I am grabbing out my second till thickest one. It's an 8. It's a 0.8. Now, the thickest one that I have is a brush, and that's what I'm going to be signing my initials on. Well, it's not obviously going to be my actual initials, but it's going to be my nickname initials. Do you guys understand that? If you don't, I'm going to do my signature down here in ink. Anyway, also I just realized I was talking about Splatoon, and while I'm inking this, so boom, extra points. Now, drawing the huge thicker lines is probably what you're going to want to do if you want something to pop out, okay? So, you know, like you have your tiny little details and those things that are just, you know, in between. Then you have those huge details that you're like, I want them to be huge. I want the lines to be thick. You want it to look like kind of almost like a cartoon kind of line. Also, guys, after this, I'm going to go back to drawing Nana. And once I finish her, I'm going to teach you guys how to draw your technical lines into a style. So if you want to say, hey, I want to draw a cartoon, I'm going to show you how. Hey, what about anime, manga, you know, your simple kind of things like that. I'd be like, okay, sure, I'll try. And now, here comes the track right here for the Sonic track. Now that rises up, but this also rises up with it. Then you go. Also, guys, here's a tip for drawing. If you don't have a ruler on you and you're trying to draw the straightest line as possible, you can draw your most straightest line without a ruler if it's going up the page, down, and it's going towards you. Say, if I want to draw a diagonal line right here and I don't have a ruler, you just go here and then you just draw that line down, okay? Now, obviously, I'm not going to do that because that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of my picture to look nice as a logo. Also, if you guys want, I can also teach you how to draw like kind of like a scary, like horror kind of art. Because I am really, really good at drawing sharp objects. And sooner or later, I'm going to do how to draw one of the FNAF characters, just any of them. It's probably going to be one of the Foxies, because he's my favorite. If you ever want to get me a gift, get me a Foxy plushie that is not the Nightmare Foxy plushie, because I already have him. In fact, he's sitting up top of my shelf of gaming plushies, mementos, everything else like that. So when I get like a good quality camera, computer, I can put those down and make myself a shelf, and I'll be doing that there. So I got my loop done. Now, okay, there. So now we are going. Also, I will randomly combust out with random sound effects. And if you are one of my friends watching this, you guys probably already know that. And then that goes. See, look. So I'm drawing this towards me, and that's way straighter. Though I still have my random protractor, which is amazing. And so now I've got my sword done. Now I obviously still have some other things to do, like my bench, or yes, this is definitely a bench. Actually, you could make a bench out of this if you were a carpenter. But anyway, my stump. And then I'm going to do my cloud. Also, here's one coloring mistake that I see like beginners make, okay? So everyone's like, oh, the sky is blue. And so people know that the sky's blue. And either people leave the whole entire background blank except for the clouds, and they color the clouds blue. Or they just color the clouds and the sky blue. And I'm like, guys, if you go outside and you look up, and if you don't have any clouds in your area, then it's fine. You can just go Google it. But if you look at clouds, they're actually white. They're just water vapor and gas, but mostly water vapor. And so it's white up against a blue background, or if it's nighttime, if it's kind of, yeah, so at night it's going to be black against a navy blue background. And a lot of people are like, wait, navy blue, why can't you just draw the whole entire background black and then draw like the clouds a dark blue or something like that? Well, in reality, which I do this to sneak around and it's amazing, at nighttime, if you're trying to sneak around, be a ninja, be sneaky, what you gotta do is don't wear all black, okay? That's going to make you stand out more. It's the background sky at night is actually more of a navy blue. So that's where I learned that, and it was a video called, so I think the YouTuber's name is How to Epic, and you guys can go watch this video. Since this is my first, beginning YouTube videos, I actually do not know how to put links in the description. Actually, wait a second, I do know. Anyway, I have a crappy iPod Touch that I'm recording this on, so I actually don't know the URL. But anyway, it's How to Epic, How to Be a Ninja, and it's a really cool video. It's really great with history.